It's the whole comment. Just the whole comment. Premiums went up during Obama when he put this through. That's why it's called Obamacare. Does it really make sense to find people who can't afford insurance? Before Obama, Oz was paying. Is was paying. Yeah, before Obama, Is was paying. Who was Is? Is was paying 50 every 2 weeks. After Obamacare became a thing, it went up to 150. So now it's not just a Republican thing; it's an Obama thing. Question: who is Is? I was like what? I'm not really sure who is what. That's another video for another day. Do you not realize that the Affordable Care Act is a law? It's a law regulating the insurance companies, saying that they can only have a 20% profit. It caps their profits at 20%. 80% of what you send in premiums go to your care, 20% go to their pockets. No? We didn't have any fucking idea how the ACA worked and what it actually was. Yeah. From that comment, that tells me everything I need to know. Why didn't it make sense to find people who can't afford insurance? They could afford insurance. Most of the time, they could afford insurance, zero cost to them, thanks to the subsidies. All they had to do was sign up, because you need healthy people in the pool to kind of stretch that money out, so you actually get, each person is paying less when you have more people in that pool, because one day they're going to need it. One day they're going to find themselves in the emergency room with a broken limb. One of these days they're going to find themselves in the emergency room because of some medical event, either in their life or their children's lives or their family's life. Or at some point you're going to get sick and you're going to need to go see the doctor, and you should be able to do that. But no, to make a point that you can't force me to do anything I don't want to do. You can't tell me what to do. Y'all said, fuck it, we're not even going to do it. And we're going to bitch and gripe until they at least repealed the individual mandate. Because y'all are too uneducated to understand that that's how your insurance works. That's how that for-profit insurance that you want so badly, that you're simping for so hard, that you allowed an adjudicated sexual assaulter, rapist, a 34-time felon, someone who is at best covering up for child pedophilia, at worst he is a child pedophile. Okay? Y'all want to sit there and believe him. Good Lord, those cats are playing. It just to give them a permanent tax break. To give them a permanent tax break. You understand that they want it back to the way it was before. That, if you could afford health care, which back then it was before Obamacare, or before the ACA, Obamacare, because that's what y'all call it. We were paying $650 every 2 weeks out of our paycheck. Insurance didn't cover much of anything as far as preventative care or preventative visits or anything like that. GOP wants y'all to have more babies too. They want more babies, but I don't know how y'all gonna have more babies when you can't afford to take them to the doctor if you don't have insurance. You can't afford to get them vaccinated. Oh, y'all not even going to go that route, huh? You're not even going to worry about the vaccination part? I understand that some of y'all believed your parents when they said when you were a grown-ass adult, nobody could tell you what to do. But dear heart, life ain't fair, and you have to do things. There are two things in this life that are certain, that are never going to go away. One of them is death, and the other one is taxes. When the tax man comes a-calling, you pay him. It's in our Constitution. But we institute the government. The governments are instituted by us to do with our dues what we want them to do. And the vast majority of this country wants universal fucking health care. It's going to be cheaper. It would have been cheaper had he left it the fuck alone. But it seems to be a going trend with Tangerine Palpatine to ruin everything and everybody, including his entire family name. Y'all have allowed the analogy that Lyndon B. Johnson gave us, which is convince the lowest white man that he is better than even the best black man, and he won't notice that you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you into reality, while you allow a criminal married to an immigrant to tell you that your problems are illegals and immigrants. Damn.